Ugh, that's so nasty.
What are you talking
Ugh.
about?
Oh my God.
It's nature.
No, nature doesn't need to look like that.
I got poison ivy when we were on top of the mountain in Arcadia. Look at it. It's right here in my groin
You
area.
don't have to. No, you don't have to. That's not necessary,
Your
Chris.
mom's a nurse. Can you
I
show?
don't
If I send
care.
you a picture of this, could you show her?
She doesn't want to see that, Chris.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it's science.
She's seen enough. She's seen enough.
You're probably right. Right. All right, let's run the show.
Hello, guys. I know last week we said we were going to be on top of a mountain. As you can tell, we are not in a mountain. We are back in the studio because our mics died.
They did die when we were up there, but I do want to let you know I am high as a mountain right now.
Oh, perfect. You are. Yeah. That is all. That's what we need. That's what we need.
It's that organic Vermont weed kicking.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
That's why you're so quiet today, Chris.
Oh, it's just
you're not even there. You're not even in there, Chris.
Don't do that. Don't do that when I'm high. I don't like that. Don't move your hand around like that. I don't like that.
Ooh, Chris. It's gonna be nightmare fuel. But as you guys can tell, we're not back. We're in the studio today. We wanted to film content for you, but we also didn't want to scare you with how heavy we were breathing up that mountain. So,
oh my gosh, let's talk about how out of shape you and I are.
We are. We went with my super fit friend Kendra. Super fit, so fit.
Yeah, an athlete will put you into their place real quick on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, she's just going, and Chris and I are.
There was so much sweat, and it was like 60 degrees out.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees out. It was also raining. So I was like, what are we even sweating for? There's rain on us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made it. That's all that counts.
We did make it, and we'll throw some pictures up of us on the top of the mountain. But before we get to that, we got to talk about how we got there and how you got there.
How I got there. So as you guys know, Chris lives in Vermont. I don't. I live in sad Florida. But I flew up to Philly where my friend lives. Hi, Kendra. And we decided to drive to Maine, which is a little bit of a hike.
How long was that?
So originally we went from Philly to Portland, which was about like 10-ish hours.
For that, though, when you guys drove up, did you guys stop at any truck stops?
No, I don't think we did, actually. I think we stopped at a racetrack one. Oh, no, we stopped at a rest stop in Connecticut.
How was the rest stop?
It was actually unironically, Chris, this was the fanciest rest house I've ever been in.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, full-on store. It's like going to the mall.
Yeah, and like the thing is, the ones at home in Florida, like you fear you're going to be human trafficked. Like, there's this one on there's this one on I-75 in Ocala that I have had to stop in, and I actually fear my life because they've broken the locks off in that rest stop. So when I went to the one in Connecticut, I was like, whoa, this is luxury.
Fucking insane. They have like massage chairs and stuff there. Like, yeah, it's insane. And like, I know exactly what you're talking about. You go to a rest stop in Florida, you can get Doritos and stabbed. That's what you can get. You know what I mean? And maybe something off the toilet seat that you got to go back to your doctor and be like, hey, I think I have everything. Do you have a pill for that?
Do you have any pills, please? A testing kit for everything. Here's the trick
with rest stops. I've traveled so much. I don't like flying, so I drive a lot. And that's the secret with a rest stop is you got to give off a rapier vibe than the guy or the girl next to you.
Perfect. Write that down.
Yeah. So like maybe open the shirt a little bit. You know what I mean? I just
got to start foaming at the mouth a little bit.
Just give a vibe of like, let's stay away from her.
Stay away from her in the stalls. Yeah.
And then when you nap, here's another secret, guys. Are you guys writing this down? Another secret is you put on a Jason mask when you nap in the car.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
That way when a serial killer comes up, he goes, oh shit, I didn't know you were working this zone. Because there's kind of like, I think there'd be a camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Be like, this is my zone. This is your zone.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
So sorry. I didn't know you were already here. I'll see you at the convention.
Didn't want to trip on your toes. Yeah. Happy stabbing.
Happy stabbing.
This is your zone. Yeah. I literally thought that. I walked in this rest stop and I'm like, oh my God, they're like actually locked and I don't feel like I'm going to be human trafficked here.
Isn't it amazing?
We went to Portland for a day. We went to some breweries and stuff, but we just we weren't there for too long. And then we went 3 hours north to the Penobscot River. I don't know. Okay. The Maine people are going to get on me, but It's the one next to the really big mountain in Maine. I think Penobscot River. I don't know. Kendra and I could not say it.
And if she's pronouncing it wrong, I just want to let everybody know. You guys can go in the comments and let us know. Another thing is we don't really give a fuck.
Just let it rip, but like be really nice to me.
Yeah, but be nice. Yeah, that's the other thing in the comments is always be nice. Yeah.
Always be nice, please. I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
But so we went on that, and so the way they had the river split up was they had class 5s at the top, and then they had a waterfall and class 4s at the bottom.
Dude, what is it? Is it class 5, not cat 5? I'm thinking about hurricanes.
Class 5. Sorry, that's soon to come.
That's soon to come. Yeah. A class 5 I've never been on. I've been on the Nantahala, and that is lit. Is that your first whitewater rafting trip?
That was my second ever, but it was my first class 5.
That is insane. Like, dude, you guys go hard.
So much fun. It was we just went right down the waterfall. Didn't flip. And I felt confident because we had these guys, 5 burly guys with us, and they all were super experienced. And I'm like, oh, we're not going to flip. We're going to do great on this rafting trip. So we go through the class 4s, no problem. Goes through another class 4, no problem. We eat lunch, go to the class 5. And we're going to go down this one, and it's called the Exterminator.
Okay, that's not good. That's like a carnival ride.
Yeah, she was like, okay, we got to hit this at the perfect angle. I'm like, okay, we got this. So we're going. And all of a sudden, I'm in the water under the raft. I'm on top of another guy. Kendra's like, I think Kendra's. I don't even know where Kendra was. But I'm under the raft, which is a really big fear of mine, actually.
So you're under the raft with another burly mountain man.
Yes, under me.
Now, when you get into the raft, did you try to share oxygen with him, or you just start sucking it all up?
I was taking all the oxygen. I said, every man for himself in this boat.
Yes, yeah. I got you.
And I get out from underneath the raft, and then you got to do nose and toes.
Okay.
Nose and toes. I can't do nose and toes. I'm doing holy shit. I'm gonna fucking die.
Can you tell what nose and toes means?
So nose and toes means you get your. You just get your nose and toes out of the water, right? Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get your nose and toes out of the water, and I could not get my little toes out of the water because the current was so fucking strong that I was going like face first in the river. My feet are like flying up underneath me. I, of course, am panicking. So I'm
doing, instead of nose and toes, and what they're talking about there is if you can keep that up, you kind of ball up. What you're doing is making sure that you don't stand up. Because if you stand up, your feet go in, lock under a rock, and then you're fucked. You can break your legs. So you went face down, ass up down the river.
Yes, I went face down, ass up in the river, and I was not doing well, Chris.
That's a different methodology. I haven't seen it before. How did that go?
Not very effective. I literally have never felt like I was going to drown before that moment. And
did you see any fish or anything?
No, I should have. I would have been like, please help. I probably scared them all because I was screaming so much.
Yeah, you're probably finding like glasses and Rolexes and shit. You're like, I got to come back for this if I survive this.
You're like, wait, write this down.
Yeah.
I'm literally getting pummeled by water, and the water's super high.
Yeah. It's class 5. Yeah,
class 5. Learned my lesson. I missed the fucking rescue kayak. I go right past him. And then the lady's like, oh, go left, but I have so much adrenaline, I can't even tell which way's left.
Right.
So I'm just swimming. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like trying to throw up. I can't throw up because there's so much water in me and stuff. And even the guys that were experienced, they were saying, I felt really validated because they were like, yeah, that was the scariest whitewater rafting experience we've ever had. And I was like, okay, like I'm not crazy. Like that was actually really bad. Like,
okay, yeah. Dude, do you guys have any video of this?
No, we just have the pictures, which we can put up here.
Yeah,
I'll put a little picture of me panicking as I'm going. I don't even think I couldn't even register that we were going down wrong. It was just all of a sudden. Poof.
Did you give her a tip for almost killing you?
Oh, I gave her a tip because she was such a good raft guide.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because she was telling jokes?
No, Chris, I didn't want no jokes in this situation. I wanted it to be calm.
Yeah, I mean, I would do like comedy show. We might not make it, but you're gonna fucking laugh. You're gonna get the giggles on the way out. You'll die happy.
Yeah, dude. In the picture, she's like climbing the raft. I'm like, the reaction time she had to climb the raft, and then she's sitting on the raft waiting for us to go down the rapids.
All right, so we went whitewater rafting, and then what was after that?
And then we went around. We went to a little farmhouse. We had a cute little Airbnb on a farm, which was really cute. And
yeah. I remember you telling me because that's when we messaged each other. I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you were like, "Dude, puppies and goats."
Puppies and goats, man, and baby bunnies.
And you were like, "Dude, you got there late, but in your morning, we're like, we're about to fuck these things up in like a snuggly way."
Yeah, in a snuggly way. We're like, "Oh my God,
Did you guys get some snugs in?
Oh, yeah, we got some snugs in.
So how were the buns?
Oh, my God, they were 2 days old.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
what a perfect place.
I know she had like all these like different bins, and like she was like, okay, these are baby bunnies that are 2 days old. These are 4-day-old baby bunnies. These are 3-week baby bunnies, and like she just gradually showed us the life cycle of a bunny, essentially.
Did you get to the point where it was like a porno though, where it's like this is the male and female?
No, Chris.
Dude, you know what I'm talking about.
We stopped at week 3.
Oh, okay. She's like, stand here and watch this now. This bunny's gonna, yeah. And you're like, this is awkward.
No.
This is awkward, but
I don't want to watch this.
She seems happy with us doing this, so she's like, you're not gonna do any Instagram pics?
You don't want to video this?
Yeah, you don't want to video this?
Oh, okay. So this is random, but in Florida we have these ducks. I am Muscovy ducks.
Oh, those fucking things are pieces of shit.
Oh, I didn't know you said. Oh, wow. These are very strong opinions about ducks, Chris.
They're not. I don't think they're supposed to be there. I think
they're very invasive. Yes.
And they get on your dock if you have a dock, and they shit everywhere. And then your grandfather makes you go out on Lake Tarpon and pressure wash that thing every fucking day in the middle of summer when you should be out bass fishing or riding around on your bike with your friends. But you can't shoot the fucking Muscovies. They don't let you shoot the Muscovies. So they just come every day, and then you spend your every morning in the summer at 12 years old pressure washing the dock. That's what I heard. This is what I heard from a friend.
Yeah, a friend of a friend. It sounds like
a friend of a friend says that they can shit on docks and stuff like that.
Sounds like you have some past trauma with that, Chris. You need to work out.
Yeah, fuck Muscovies. That's going to be our first merch.
No, they're so cute. I love Muscovy ducks.
Are you kidding me?
Their
so
fucking
cute. Face is disgusting. Their face looks like my thigh right now from the fucking that literally looks like my groin right now.
No,
from the what was that? What did I have on my thigh?
Poison ivy?
Yeah, I have poison. Is it poison ivy? Are we sure?
I think so. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. So
you tell me, Chris.
Yeah, but it looks like a fucking rooster's face, like that. You know that gobbler thing that folds over the top of the rooster. Their whole face is that way.
But
God doesn't love them.
God loves them. God created them. I'm sure someone I love them. My understanding was that they were kill on sight. Is that not what they are?
No, they're not kill on sight, you psychopath.
I thought they were kill on sight.
What other things do you think is kill on sight?
I know iguanas are
on sight.
I thought it was on sight. I thought you're allowed to kill iguanas in South Florida. I thought you could
I don't know. So there are I don't know if you can legally. And then how do you kill them?
I thought you just go at them, man. I think that was like a thing in South Florida.
My gosh, I'm gonna fly down and take you down to Miami, and then I'm just gonna say, Danielle, just take a go at him. Just go. Get him. And I'm gonna do Australia. Hey, mate, hey, Sheila, why don't you take a look go at him?
Little go at him.
Let's pause here. How do you kill an iguana?
How would I kill an iguana? How people? Yeah. My tactic would be, I don't know, but I thought they were on site, Chris. I thought this was a thing.
I don't know, but I know that like they're everywhere. So you'll be at like a Dunkin' Donuts, and then you're like, hold on 1 second. Can you hold my my little what's your sandwich that Dunkin' Donuts you used to love?
My everything bagel minis.
Yeah, your everything. Can you hold on to this so the birds don't get it? Because I'm about to go fuck this guy up.
I gotta go fuck this lizard up, man.
Yeah. Then you see you get in the car. Is she leaving?
I just throw it in the back.
No, she's not leaving. She's just getting ready to go run over this. This Sheila over here is getting ready to go run over this lizard out over here. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Accent?
Beautiful accent.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, our lionfish are too, though, right?
Yeah. I think you. But it's not like, okay. The way I took it as like, it's like the government is like, hey, you saw that iguana, and you didn't fucking kill it. It's not like that.
You motherfucker. Yeah. You piece of shit. You didn't kill the iguana.
Yeah, like you're under, what are you in for jail for? You're like, oh, I fucking robbed a bank. And what about you over here? And you're like, I didn't kill this iguana. Now, I know some of the fish that you're not supposed to throw back. You catch some of these fish and you're supposed to like toss them up on the bank because like they're invasive. Now, I don't know about the iguanas. Like I have a lot of friends down in Miami, and I'm going to go and I'm going to call them. And I'll get back on next week. Next Wednesday, I'm going to find out what they say about kill on site. And I think it's going to be really interesting. Yeah. Like who said this? You should, and they're going to be like, you shouldn't hang out with them anymore.
Yeah, she's a little crazy. She thinks
so
these animals are kill on sight.
Iguanas and Muscovies. I've never heard that either.
I thought they were kill on sight because I remember when I was a kid, we found an injured Muscovy duck, and we called the vet. We're like, hey, like we have an injured duck, and they're like, oh, what type of duck? We're like, oh, the Muscovy. They're like, don't bring it here. We're gonna like it will be put down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
I just assume from that interaction it's kill on sight for those ducks, but I guess not. I guess it's not. Just thought
they also beefing. Like put down cats and stuff like that, and like dogs.
Oh my god! Kill on sight to you? I guess. Oh my
Kendra,
god.
and we'll talk about that. Kendra was all over me for being the fucking possible like
kill
Christopher Dahmer. Yeah, but we know who the spoiled in the M. Night Shyamalan movie. It was you the whole time at the end of the fucking movie. Yeah. All right, so we'll keep moving on.
The Muscovy ducks. Apparently they're not invasive. Apparently they're very you can buy them for a lot of money up north.
Really? Dude, we could start a business. You ship them up to me.
I'm gonna ship them up to you. I'm gonna get all the ducklings, gonna steal them and ship them up to you, man. Because that's what the lady was saying. She's like, yeah, I can sell these for a lot of money. I was like, oh, we have those. They're kill on sight. But I guess I told her wrong information. But
did you say kill on sight to her?
I might have said kill on sight, but
is this the bunny lady?
Yeah.
What is her face?
She turned around. She asked me if I was a vet assistant because I was like, "Oh, like I think those animals are killing sight." And she's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And she's like, "Are you a vet assistant?" I was like, "No,
no, I just like to play. I just like to play around in my living room.
I just like to fuck around and find out."
I mean, on Saturday nights, I'll grab one and just fuck around in the living room.
What do you think they're all there for? Target practice.
What do you guys want to do tonight? You guys want to watch a movie or bring this little fucker in and torture it?
Literally. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, I learned. I guess today I learned that they're not a kill on sight, but you can make a lot of money in North.
I don't know. I could be wrong, so I don't know. I just know that like I've never heard that before, and this the way you said it was just so. It was beautiful, especially from adorable.
Little
23-year-old you know what I mean?
Little me, kill it on sight.
Yeah, kill them on sight, and then the iguanas. I've got a lot of research to do this week.
We met up with Chris in Arcadia.
Yeah. So I drove up and met them. Drove through the night. I was busy building a shed because we just moved all our stuff, so we didn't have enough storage room. So I built a shed, and it was like 11 till 3 or 3 I drove because I thought it was only 3 hours there, and it's like 5 hours.
That's crazy.
And I drove for like 3 hours, and I saw like 12 foxes. It was the coolest. It was like they were keeping me alive. Like, don't fall asleep.
Looking out for you. Hey.
And I slept in the Kimbo. We should talk about the Kimbo because I guess I'm kind of famous, as you guys saw.
We did. We encountered the famous Chris in Bar Harbor because, man,
dude,
people were coming up to you.
Dude, those old people like came out of nowhere, and they want to know everything. They want to know. They want to tell me like, oh, my daughter's name is Kimbo. Would you sign my tits? Remember that one lady, that old lady was like, she's like, would you sign my tits for my daughter? Remember that?
Like, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And then another guy's like, he got weird. Another guy was like, so that is where you, he had kind of an accent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's exactly like this, but he was kind of like, that's where you sleep, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, where exactly? And I was like, there.
Right in there.
Yeah. It was like, I never had anybody ask me, where do you lay your beautiful little head?
Where do you rest at night, Chris?
Yeah, that's what he wanted to know. No other questions.
Chris is just trying to pay for parking. I think probably 3 or 4 people came up to you in that time frame.
And it was crazy. It was like a 4-minute thing. Yeah. And I've drove across the country with that thing, and it looks like a space. And there's pictures up here. It looks like a space pod on the back of my truck. I fucking love this thing. I lived in this thing for 6 months when I built my cabin. My whole family. Imagine me, my beautiful wife, my daughter, and 2 fucking cats that just wanted out of that thing, you know, and you can't let them out up here because if they get out, they're done. Bobcats and Canadian lynxes and foxes and mooses and whatever the fuck else is out here. I thought
for a second you were just going to leave it Canadians. And I was like,
wait, dude, if you tell me kill on sight, I'm going to freak. Those are my people.
They're just gonna leave it at Canadians. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Because we're scared of Canadians now.
We go to Arcadia National Park, and we did an amazing job of planning because we get there and we can't fucking find each other because there's no signal. There's no signal in the park. Literally it's a national park, and as soon as you get there, you get through Bar Harbor, you're just off grid. So we finally meet up, and then what do? You guys were super like hangry. I was fearing for my life, and I saw hanger.
We were in rough shape. You picked us up in rough shape, Chris.
I could tell something is not right. Like you just get the vibe at 43. You've seen a lot of people, you met a lot of people, and you go, something's not right here. And when you're kind of coming around, I see Kendra is like, I could see fear. And I go, is everything okay? What did she say? And then you said,
I said, it's okay. He won't kill us in the woods, Kendra. You're safe. You're safe, Kendra. I'm like, Chris, it's okay. It's okay.
So she gets in the back, and I get the vibe of this fucking weird mountain guy with this house.
The house in the back.
Yeah,
dude, spaceship on the back.
Body storage. Like, yeah, literally. It could be body storage in the back. It's a creepy thing for two young girls. I mean,
probably look crazy just getting in your truck. Be like, yeah.
It looked like human trafficking. Like, yeah. Either are they shooting a movie? That's what it looked like.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, like this is too real that this is happening right here. Like I didn't know that national parks have human trafficking. So I asked her, and then as soon as I found out, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta fix this. Like,
I gotta remedy this now.
Yeah, I gotta fix this. But she leaned over and she told me like she's worried that you might kill us. And I go, she is not wrong for thinking this. She doesn't know you like we've known each other for years, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was I turned to her and I said, no one's dying today.
No one's dying today. It's okay, Kendra.
Yeah. And throughout the day, I did things to kind of make her feel better. So we went and cooked lunch. I went and cooked lunch for you guys. Take my knife out. And I was so nervous about taking it out in front of Kendra. And I told Kendra, and this is the best way to do it, is when somebody's nervous about something like that. I told her, this has never tasted the sweet taste of flesh.
This has never punctured tissue.
This is only for cutting over wiener plastic. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. And what kind of sauce? What kind of sauces do we have? Some sausages. It was double cheese, right?
Yeah, you guys had double cheese.
Yeah,
double cheese schnashes.
And this asshole right here did not get. I was gonna get you vegan sausages.
Vegan snacking.
And I go, she's not gonna eat this. She's pescatarian. She just wants fish. And then I find out, being a shitty friend, she loves them.
I love them. He got in the car. He's like, oh, I almost got them. I was like, damn, I should have said yes when he was in the grocery store. I love vegan sausages.
Oh, dude, I felt so bad, dude.
I was chilling, but
yeah, it's chilling in the whole thing of our sides.
Yeah, I ate the entire container of pasta.
What kind of pasta was it?
It was like kind of like the swirly one, and then it had feta and kale and tomatoes, and it was very yummy.
I had like a little bite, but it looked really good. Like you were.
It was very good, yes.
Yeah. And then Kendra, super athlete Kendra, she ate like 3 or 4 of those sausages.
I think she ate 3 of them. Yeah, she was putting them down, but they looked good. She said it was really good,
dude. Yeah, we cooked them right there in the park, and it's the best meal, dude. And that's what you find out about national parks. You go there and you think, it's not that you guys thought this, but like the first time I went there, there's fucking nothing.
Yeah, like nothing out there, man.
Hey, Forest Service, let's make it a little more Disney-like. You know what I mean? Like let's have some concession stands, maybe a ride or something like that. You know,
let's take out all the wildlife and let's put in concession stands.
There you go. Maybe a beer stand, a gift store.
Oh, perfect. You know what I mean? Let's just add an oil rig while we're at it.
Like an oil rig ride or just a pump? Yeah, to pay for the concession stand.
Yeah, perfect. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that roller coaster, that first roller coaster is not going to pay for itself. I mean, you know what I mean?
Of course. Like,
so the oil will pay for that. I love it. And then just get like I don't know, like a little character to kind of like make movies.
Some sort of mascot. What do you think the mascot would be?
For there, I think it would be like a moose or something like that.
Oh, true. I was thinking chipmunk, but like, I guess
chipmunk.
Moose is very relevant to Maine.
Dude, you know about chipmunks, right?
No.
They harbor the Black Plague.
They what?
Yeah, out west sometime, there was this little town where people got fucked up and they got the Black Plague and it came from chipmunks.
Oh, wow.
So I always see my wife is all the time like, oh, chipmunk. I'm like, just take your pictures.
Back it up. Back it up.
And then the other thing I don't like about chipmunks, here's the fucking thing. Here's the thing about chipmunks. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing about chipmunks. You remember Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Alvin, yes, of course.
Yeah.
A classic.
Their tails. How big are their tails? In the show. How big are their tails?
Show?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't know. Do they have tails in the show?
They're like the size of their thigh. Okay, they're like the size of their thigh. And then you get into the Northeast and coming from Florida, and I see my first chipmunk, and you realize, lies! You've been lied to your whole fucking life because their tails are like squirrel tails.
Yeah, they're long. They're very long.
So I've been capturing them, and I've been cutting them down to try to get them like...
Oh my God. You're trimming them down?
Yeah, just trimming them down.
He said, don't worry, guys. Hold still.
Yeah, I'm going to make it right. Daddy's going to make it right. Fucking lies, man. When you're a kid, they ruin everything. You know what I mean?
Of course, everything's supposed to be so nice and animated. You get to the real world, and
then you find out they have these long ass tails,
and they have the plague apparently.
Yeah, I will tell you, those suckers up here, they're way smarter than squirrels.
Really?
You can't. I can't. I've been trying to hit one, dude. You know, I've been gunning for one, and you can't catch them. But squirrels have this thing where they're like, "Oh, I don't know what's happening." Oh, yeah, and then they just like freeze, and you fucking go off the road, try not to hit them. But dude, they see a car and they're like, "Oh, let me just stop and go the other way because I don't get hit." I don't know if they have rabies, but they can kill you with the black plague if they have it.
I bet they would have rabies. I feel like
I guess if you got the black plague, though, could you say that's like a throwback?
It would be like a throwback, like disease, like
like
throwback to the black plague.
They're like, dude, hashtag black plague,
hashtag black plague, dude. If I had the black plague, I would never shut up about it. That'd be my whole personality. Be like, yeah, I survived the black plague. I would never shut up. You never hear it.
They're like, oh my God. Well, I mean, I guess, but I think you would. I think you wouldn't shut up because people would be like, "Hey, Danielle, where's your nose?"
Oh, so
you know
true.
What I mean? So you'd automatically like talking about it. You're like, "Hey, remember how I had a nose? Well, it fell off.
It's gone. I have no more nose."
And how did that happen? Well, there was a chipmunk.
I thought it was so cute, and I thought,
and
well,
I wanted to get closer to it.
Yeah,
I wanted to get closer to it, and I was like, "Is that tail like sometimes you have to get closer to things?" And I grabbed it, and I'm like, "This tail just doesn't seem right. Is this a mini squirrel or chipmunk?"
Yeah, what is this? And then
guess what? It was a chipmunk.
It was a chipmunk, and I found out the hard way, dude. If I survived the plague, I would have it everywhere. Plague survivor. I survived the plague.
Would there be like runs and shit for it? And
stuff? I would be like, I am a plague survivor, guys. I don't want to hear the end of it. Like, please keep talking to me about it. I need to talk about it. Like,
oh, you think you're having a fucking bad day? Let me tell you about my life.
I literally survived the plague, so shut up. Like,
yeah, I don't even want to hear it. First of all, I can't hear it because my ear fell off. But I don't want to hear it. Yeah, talk to the stub.
Talk to the stubs. No more fingers. They're gone. Yeah, I
love it,
man.
We did snackies. We ate a bunch of cheese sausages. That was a nice time. And then after that, we sent it, dude. We went for it. It was getting late, and we went for on the beehive, right?
Yes, we went on a beehive loop.
Now we kind of pussed out a little bit, didn't we?
We did. We cheated the beehive loop, which I didn't even know you could do.
Yeah, I love.
Learned that.
I love this where Danielle is like, normally you go counterclockwise, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, we went clockwise. So on the beehive, you literally go up the side of a fucking mountain, but it's kind of raining and they're tired. I'm fucking tired because I haven't slept. And you climb up the side of the mountain on like iron bars, and you're like, it's like a fucking like Tomb Raider video game.
Yeah, dude.
Like you're walking across iron, like with the fucking eagles coming past you and shit like that. It's legit. And we're like, no, we're good. So we go the other way, but Danielle treats it like it's like the Autobahn, and it's a one-way direction. Like we were breaking the law. Dude, the first
I felt like we were breaking it.
When you saw people for the first time, did you feel weird? Like
I did. I was like, oh my God, like we're going the wrong way, guys. We're literally
going. They kind of were judging. Like I could feel like vibes are like, oh, you pussies couldn't get up like the other way. You know what I mean?
And I'm like, yeah, I actually couldn't. They're so thin. I just can't.
But what I did is every time I was on point, I would go, oh no, we left our keys up there.
Oh yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta go all the way back up there.
Yeah. We left our keys up there, and that was, what was also cool is like, you guys brought all your gear. Like you guys were so geared out and ready to go. Like water, hiking sticks, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So prepared.
So prepared. Do you guys have water? And you're like, yeah. Whenever it was raining,
it's literally above us.
As much as you want. So I was like, here's a giant thing of water, which I thought you guys were going to fight over, but you didn't. You guys were super good friends and you shared. Yeah. And then hiking sticks, and it was wet. And I was worried about Dan. We were making it more what it is. We did pretty good.
Yeah,
but
we did pretty good.
We were with a super athlete, so we didn't want to slow her down.
No,
with Kendra. But I decided to give you one of my sticks.
Yeah, so I had one stick. I had one of the walking sticks in hand, and we're walking on the mountain. I just hear,
Yeah, about 45 seconds into the hike, we're going up these rocks, and I just eat shit in front of these.
Face first, and down on the ground.
I know these young ladies are like, this fucking old fucking guy. Like, I'm gonna have to drag his ass out of there, especially all day when I'm like, I'm not dragging you guys out of there. You don't have water, all this kind of stuff. And I just eat shit. I still have the cut on my leg, and it's not gonna heal for like 4 weeks. A little spoiler for you. Right now, you're like Wolverine. You can get cut right now, and like a day later, it's just gone. Like you just take a bullet to a shoulder and just like, I'm good. Dude, when you get over like 35, shit takes time to heal. Damn. So this cut, like, I'm going to look at it for another 4 or 5 weeks and think about what an asshole I fell in front of this. Like, I'm supposed to be some mountain guy, builds his own cabin, and I just go out there and just eat shit in front of him. We keep going up this, and dude, we're going up quick because we're running out of time. And it was a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Tired as I was, you guys have been up since 4 a.m. because you guys got up at 3 a.m. to go see the sunrise on Cadillac Mountain.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we were up at 3:30 to go see the sunrise, which is gorgeous, but we were tired.
While you guys are getting up, I'm just going to sleep in some weird like park somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like drive. I sleep for 3 hours and then I just keep driving. So we're all fucking dog tired. And yeah, dude, that was but it was, dude, worth the squeeze, right?
Worth it.
The juice was worth the squeeze because that was what I want to tell you about. I thought about this all week is that since I've seen you is that I look at beautiful shit all the time. And I'm not talking shit about it, but like you kind of get numb to it a little bit. You're like, oh, another fucking mountain, more pine trees and stuff.
Oh, shit. I got to drive this shit.
Oh, fucking goddamn moose. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of get numb to it. Dude, I got up there and I got the feels.
Yeah. You're like, wow, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it really was just, God damn it, that was beautiful. Just seeing all that.
Gorgeous. It was like,
check out the picture, guys. Look at this shit.
Look at it. So pretty. For Beehive Mountain, or Beehive Loop, you can see like the ocean on one side with, of course, a cruise ship. And then on the other side, you see all these mountains. And of course, it was all rainy all day. So it's all beautiful and foggy and mysterious and stuff. And it was just really cool. Like, it just made me be like, oh my God, I have to go back to Florida. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, you guys were a couple days from that shit show.
Yeah. Literally the next day we drove 11 hours to get back to Philly. So
I asked Kendra at the end of the day, I said, would you hike with me again? She goes, yes. But yeah, she actually said, yeah, I would hike with you again. I feel like you wouldn't kill me. And that gave me the feels. Not as much as the top of the mountain, but I did have the feels. And then after that, you guys even invited me to dinner.
Yeah, you came to dinner and we ate.
and I went with you guys. I was actually really tired and I did enjoy you guys, but I had to go because you guys ate all my fucking food out of the Kimbo, so I actually had to go.
You're like, oh shit, I have to get dinner with them because I have no food.
We go into Bar Harbor, and I've been through Bar Harbor. I've been to Arcadia once. I didn't know that it was a whole fucking town.
Yeah, there's a whole shebang down there. It's pretty cute.
So yeah, we had a beautiful dinner, and I had my first lobster roll I've had in a year.
I thought it was funny because Chris and I actually got the exact same meal. Got a warm lobster roll with truffle fries.
And then we played a game. It was called Who's the Piece of Shit? And you never played that game before, right?
I had never played the game.
Yeah. So we had the same exact meal down to the truffle fries, and we did our tips to the guy. So we had a great waiter. I loved him. He was super nice.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very nice.
And we do the tips, and then you didn't want to play the game, right?
I didn't want to play the game because I didn't understand the game at first. So I was like, wait, what are we doing?
So what you do is you do your tip, and then you put your receipts together, and you see who's the piece of shit.
Who's the piece of shit?
And who won the game?
No one.
Why?
Because we did the exact same amount.
20%. We're not pieces of shit.
We're not pieces. Fuck yeah. We're not pieces of shit.
That was a VR fist bump.
The thing is, I think I've only ever tipped 15% once. And that was because I had literally the worst waiter I've ever had in my life. But like, even if you can fuck up my meal like 4 or 5 times, I'll still probably give you 20%.
Why is that?
I don't know. My thing is I'm like, waiters deserve a livable wage.
Right.
And now, granted, like, we live in America and they don't give livable wages for waiters, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, well, you know what? I have to compensate. I have to do the 20%, especially at eating. And if you can't do the 20% in eating, I'm like, well, then you probably shouldn't go out.
There you go, right there. 23 years old and dropping fucking knowledge nuggets on you guys. You guys should if you're in your car, you should have been pulled over and start writing this down right there, buddy.
Write this down. Started clapping for me.
Yeah.
A basic human decency. Clap for me.
When I was in Europe, when you go to some of the bathrooms, you would have to tip. They would always have like a bathroom like attendee there.
I was shocked when I learned you had to pay for bathrooms in Europe. That was very shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just remember going in there and be like, yeah, paying. And then there was like a guy to like give you stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I got to give him more euro. At the time it was euros. I've got to give him extra money for that. And that was kind of weird. Yeah. Now I'm going to Quebec City in a couple of days. So, and it's kind of European vibe. So I probably should have some extra cash with me so I can take a dump.
Perfect. In the public restrooms.
Hey, you didn't have to give me a 20, and you're like, yeah, you're going to want that 20.
You're going to want that.
Yeah,
This toilet's about to be non-usable the rest of the day.
Yeah, because you're going to be thinking about maybe doing a career change after you get there.
You're going to be disgusted with what comes after this. I'm so sorry you got to listen to this, man.
And it's going to be some screaming.
Yeah, just ignore it. It happens.
Mm-hmm. And then a little laughing and then crying again.
Maybe a little panic attack there too. Maybe.
That's all mixed in part of the process. The second cup of coffee gets you where you need to be.
Yeah, of course.
Do you drink coffee?
I do not. No.
How do you get up to get down?
I'm normal. I function like a human being, Chris.
Okay, we'll talk about this in 20 years. No caffeine, huh, bud?
The thing is, like, caffeine doesn't really affect me, and I don't really know why.
Really?
Because I drink a lot of caffeine, and it's not like I don't get headaches because like I have withdrawals. But like for me, at least, I'm like I could drink so much soda, so much coffee, and it literally does not affect my mind. At least my body, I get like shakes because it's caffeine. But like other than that, most of the time, I just not do anything for my head.
Well, you're also a rock star too. And what time do you wake up?
9.
People are like, their second cup of coffee and already been yelled at twice by their bosses. You're like 9.
Real job.
You fight. Yeah. What time's work start?
12.
I don't drink coffee because I'm a real fucking person.
I'm a real fucking person. Me pulling into work at 1.
What is traffic? These fucking people out here getting their subs at lunchtime.
Jeez, these nerds. When I used to work at Starbucks, when I worked the opening shift, though, because I'd have to get there at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, gross.
I still wouldn't drink coffee over then.
So what did you drink when you were in there? You had everything you could want. Just tea or something?
No, I just water. I would just drink water and I'd be fine.
That is awesome, dude. Yeah. Good for you.
Sometimes we would do nitro shots, which was a lot of fun.
I thought you were going to say cocaine.
Do we do cocaine in the back?
I was like, oh, there it is.
There it is. We do methamphetamines in the back, and then we do our little water. But yeah, we would do nitro shots, which is the nitro cold brew, and like a little mini like sample cup. And we would all gather around and be like, all right, opening, and then cheers it, and then dunk it.
That's kind of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was like, you'd be on the headset, and you'd talk and be like, all right, guys, you guys want to do nitro shots? And then everyone would be like, yeah!
I love it. And now, that wouldn't give you a panic attack or anything? Because that would give me a panic attack.
No, I get the shakes a little bit, but I was working, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But that's because caffeine doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't affect my mind, but like my body.
I want to take you down to Miami once and like get some real like
Coke.
No, not Coke, not cocaine. You could find that in Tampa probably. But go there and have them make you a real like Cuban coffee and see what's up.
I've heard that's good. I've had Steven makes me Vietnamese coffee a lot. That's very good. Oh, it's very good. You can get it's like a little machine on top. I don't know what it's called, but it goes on top of your cup, and then you get condensed milk, and then you drip the coffee into the condensed milk. You mix it and put ice with it. It's delicious.
Wait, you're just talking about iced coffee?
Yeah, but it's Vietnamese iced coffee.
What makes it Vietnamese?
I think there's a different brand. Like it's like this one like yellow tin that they use and stuff. But I think it's just the way they brew it as well.
Next time I'm down there, I think I'm coming down in the winter to see fam and friends. Would Steven make me a cup?
Of course.
Okay, cool,
of course.
Cool.
It was a good episode today. Next episode will tell you if Muscovy ducks are kill on site or not.
Yeah. Let us know on that. And then iguanas too. And then anything else that's kill on site. Danielle would love to know that.
I really want that information.
For her Saturday nights.
Just my Saturday night plans. Just please tell me. I need something to do, guys.
You should get into Xbox Call of Duty.
You're just going to start screaming at people in the lobbies.
Yeah. Calling them Muscovies.
Yeah, Muscovy duck, get over here.
Bah!
Bah!
I love it. Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, hit that like button and give us a little love. It helps the show. And then for listening to us, make sure to subscribe. And we are where are we at? We're on Apple. We are on
Spotify. Hopefully Prime.
Yeah, on Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. Yep.
Amazon.
And, well, maybe we'll have a show someday that's on Prime.
Ooh, we'll be all fancy.
Yeah. Where it's about getting rid of exotic species.
Oh, cleansing the land.
Yeah, it's called.
Perfect.
All right, buddy. Should we heart it on the way out?
Heart it on out?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.